Hey YouTube, it's Bia. Here for Freedom Fighters. It is currently, this will be posted, it'll be February 2nd, I believe, 2010. I'm making this ahead of time. And today's topic for Freedom Fighters is, why does food taste so good when I feel so bad? And this topic was a kind of difficult one for me because it just kind of was kind of figuring out what to say and how to say it, and because I'm trying to deal with both the physical and mental aspects of this topic. So I'm just gonna try and dive right into it. The first thing I thought of when I got this topic was this one day a few years ago, probably two. I was on vacation, and you know how vacation can be stressful as far as food related, stuff goes. So I remember waking up one morning and the first thought I had wasn't, oh, I'm in South Carolina or blah 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 blah. It was just food. What am I gonna have for breakfast? What am I gonna have for lunch? What am I gonna have for dinner? And that's when I realized my day is food. And it should be about my real emotions. Okay, it should be about my primary emotions, or my family, my friends. It shouldn't be about food and what I'm gonna eat, how much I'm gonna eat. Instead of, I would rather, and also now I'd rather focus on food than other drama or issues in my life. And so I did some research, and I pretty much found stuff I already knew, but we all know that even if you weren't kind of focused prior to going on a diet, or which may have or may not have fallen into an eating disorder, even if you weren't obsessed, you become obsessed. You are preoccupied with meals, with others' meals, with maybe you're preoccupied with cooking for others but not eating it. Just I think you see where I'm going with this. And also, it's everything you do. You pick out your clothes because of how you feel that day, about what you ate, and your mind and your body are intricately linked together. Okay? When your body wants food, your mind is going to want food too. I know a lot of people watching this may be saying, or kind of, thinking to themselves, well, my body doesn't want food, and my mind doesn't want food. I'm the perfect anorexic. Trust me, your body, it's part of being a human. Okay, when your food intake diminishes significantly, your body will slow down your metabolism, which makes it harder for you to lose weight, and so you can save energy and save the fat in your body, and your mind starts thinking, food. I need to find food. I need to nourish my body, or I'm gonna die, or something. Whatever. It's like you're in the wilderness. So, like I said, when your body wants food, your mind wants food. It's just natural. You can't change it. When you go on a restrictive diet, or you go on a fast, or any sort of symptom like that, you suddenly have this what's called a pleasure void. And it's kind of like, food tastes good. Okay? I know a lot of people watching this are not gonna admit that, but there are some foods you like. For me, it's fruit. I eat fruit with every meal, and I incorporate into my meal plan ice cream every night. Sure, it's low fat, low sugar, whatever, anything that maybe it's no fat, no sugar, but it's still, I like it, so I have it. Okay? But if I was restricting again, then I would take out that pleasure, and there would be this void, hence pleasure void. And I remember this very well, actually, this next point. When I was restricting, and I was restricting very, very extremely. I was on 60 calories a day. 60. Yeah, so these were like extreme in my life. I suddenly preferred solitude over everything else. Because everything else took way too much energy to deal with. Physically, mentally, just too much energy. And I liked to be alone because the solitude, it allowed me to focus on my eating and not other problems or other emotions I had, such as school. You know, it just allowed me to focus on a lot of different things. Hold on, sorry. So, and we all know that severe restricting, dieting, whatever, it leads to binging. Whether you like it or not, it leads to a binge. Your body wants that food, and some people can last longer than others. Maybe some people can last a day or two. Maybe some people can last a week. But it always ends in a binge, because your body needs that food. Downside. Now, when I have a bad day, I come home, I'm driving home from school, whatever, I down a Mountain Dew, Diet Mountain Dew, or some tea or something to fill up my stomach that does not have calories. Furiously do my homework, and then I just wait and count, not literally count the minutes down, but, wait very closely for dinner. And my meals, I've realized the past couple months, are basically binges. But not binges in the normal sense of the word. My meals are binges because I binge on low-calorie foods to fit my meal plan. My breakfast and my lunch are both 500 calories each, and then I have to have an 1,100-calorie dinner. I do exercise every single day, 1 to 2 times a day, but each time, my meals, I try to fit as much as I can in the lowest amount of calories. And it's a binge, basically. It's not a binge I'm talking about, really, like the pleasure void leading to a binge. Like, that's different. But it's a binge on low-calorie foods because I want that pleasure void. That's my problem with it, which I'm sure many of you guys have too, and I get a lot of people saying you relate to that. It just comes to show, why eating a healthy, balanced diet is the only good way to go. Because if you're not balanced, you're going to be missing a pleasure void in at least one food group. Your body's going to crave it. You're going to binge on anything and everything around you. And we all know how that feels, don't we? Yeah. Sorry. So, I think this was more of like an info video for you guys. It was really hard for me to do. I'm sorry if it's not that great, but the final line is you have to eat a healthy, balanced diet. Not one that you decide, because we all know if we got to decide, we probably won't be eating anything. So that's why it's good to get an adult or a doctor involved. I regulate my meal plan with my doctor now. And I don't have pleasure void cravings anymore. I don't go on these crazy binges. I'm not restricting anymore, and I'm so much happier. And guess what? I do not prefer solitude over my best friends. Okay? My best friends are everything to me. They saved my life. My family is everything to me. I want to spend as much time as I possibly can with them. And restricting, binging, purging, any of that over exercising and focusing only on food intake and food outtake leads me to be alone and waste my life alone. We don't want that. And I especially do not want that for you guys. So, I hope all of you have a good week, and I hope you guys like this video, and I will see you guys next week. Peace out.